99% of crypto traders are about to lose everything. Today, I'm showing you the chart of 6 meme coins with most potential, with 100x potential in the upcoming 2 to 3 weeks, when most are getting rugged left and right. Thankfully to this information, you will actually be able to make money on this market. Know your entries, know when to take profits, and know when to rotate to the next 100x play. Perfect alpha on the narratives and exact players on the market and on the things that are happening behind the curtains, so you can have the real edge. Make sure to watch till the end. I have an absolute secret alpha gem to share. Press the like button, and without further ado, let's start. First of all, we just had an insane pumpage on useless, which kinda shows us that Bonk ecosystem will probably continue to do quite well moving further from these levels. I've been outlining these levels for useless coin quite some time ago. It seems like we specifically touched $295 million resistance level. First we tried to break through, but we got rejected, touched it the second time as a confirmation of rejection, and right now we are chilling at this small support that we have somewhere around $270 million. From my point of view, what should be happening moving further is that we should be going sideways around this level and essentially from there accumulating, reaccumulating, and moving back higher. And once we actually consolidate above a $290 million level, that's a pure straight direction to actual all-time highs, which what it will do is push most of the Bonk Echo assets on top. And I cannot talk about Momo here, because with the push on useless, which was like what, 30% or something, right? Momo pushed from the absolute bottom, $5.3 million it actually touches, pretty insane. It pushed to $15.3 million. Pretty much showing a 3x from the exact bottom. If you actually were able to buy into this capitulation week, this shows you that conviction is just the main thing on this market. And this is something I wanted to share. This is a tweet of mine. It's all upside. The only way to win is to be dead. Momo. Because with all of these stories with Dogecoin went through 80% dips like 7 times. 0 sane people would actually be able to go through these dips. I just received a message of someone who was holding Momo since 300k, he sold yesterday 7 million, and right now he's rebuying. And he asked me like how you actually are staying sane in this space. And I just told him the truth. I just told him I am dead inside. Because the main thing to actually be successful in any investments out there is just pretend to be dead. Most successful investors are actually dead people, and with meme coins, with proper good organic plays on this market that have a clear inflows into the ecosystem, which they should be receiving the part of these inflows into the liquidity of the coin, which will be increasing the market cap, as we have in the case of Momo. The best thing is just not to look at the chart at all, play that, just DCA on the dips, and that's it. That's it. This is how you outperform. The hardest thing is to do nothing. The more time you're doing with the chart, the more stupid things you're actually doing. There is a very small piece of useful information on the chart for you if you're actually a long-term holder. If you're in and out trader and you're trading on a daily basis, maybe it is. But if you're a long-term holder, almost zero valuable information for you in the chart. Next coin on the list is actually an Ethereum coin called Yi. I was talking about it several days back, and we also seems like we found the bottom and we actually got our bounce from the bottom already. The chart of this thing is very similar to the chart of Momo, but why I'm looking at Ethereum plays at this stage is because Ethereum is at $4,700, which is quite crazy by itself. And I'm very careful. I'm actually looking after the meme coins that are actually moving at this stage. Thus far, most of them are unfortunately newer plays. Very few older meme coins actually moving nicely, which I would say is natural, because when BTC dominance is dropping, meme coins are not doing that well. When BTC dominance starts to go sideways or starts to correct, this is the time for meme coins to catch up to the gains that altcoins essentially made. I do believe it might be a nice entry point for Yi. This is the coin I'm essentially holding myself. Next on the list, I would actually like to talk a bit about launchpad words out there. We do have Bonk, we do have Pump Fund, we do have Jupiter. Kind of like one of the weakest players in the chain right now is Moonshot. Probably don't have as much money because before recently they actually were not allowed to launch on chain. They were just this entry point for retail players to buy the coins with the dollars through mobile application, which is a very nice function if you would ask me. Recently they actually allowed coins to be created on the platforms. The biggest play thus far on Moonshot is worthless. I'm not sure if it's like organic, if it's launched by someone. It seems like someone is controlling the supply of this thing. Probably it's an inside job, guys. It's like so insane to me because I was screaming for 1.5 years that meme coins are the best things to market any type of product you actually have. And this is something we are finally seeing with Launchpad, right? And I do believe that moving further, this thing would actually expand because this is an insane type of thing to actually value the newcomers, the people who came in first, and I do believe in the future it will actually be extended in much more products in crypto, in any type of businesses who honestly just are present here. So Mooncat, we're definitely sour at the bottom at this stage. We just had this capitulation week. In terms of all of the other plays we actually went through today, after the bottom of this capitulation week, they already have shown the 2x already, at least a 2x. So I do believe it might be quite a nice entry point into this one as well. Last but not least is actually BT, which is a new kid on the block. BT is actually a Bitcoin mascot of the coin that is essentially the reason why we all are here. It's a new player on the block, as mentioned. It had just a crazy pumpage this morning from like 500k, and personally, like, I was searching for BT tickers for quite some time. I do quite like the narrative, so I was constantly looking on the market for new tickers to come up, and I was slightly buying each and every one of them, right? So there are multiple different versions of this thing. This thing seemed to be at the top at this stage. And if you're curious about the narrative and why this thing actually, like, what is this thing, I won't be sharing much probably at this stage. I do have a feeling I will be talking about this thing moving further, but just Google Bitcoin, right? You just Google Bitcoin, you just scroll down, and the first link you actually see is bitcoin.org, right? You go on the bitcoin.org, the website, you scroll at the bottom, and it's only viewable for users on Mac, I think. On Windows, I think there are some things you can see it with as well. But if you would play with your screen, right? If you would do these type of things, eventually at the bottom, what you would essentially see is BT. So it's pretty insane because this is the first website that any normie is essentially seeing when they are Googling Bitcoin. And it's kind of like this small little secret, because on other pages of this website you don't have to do things, it's just there right away. But here it's just like this small little secret, which is quite insane by itself. When we have these wars of different mascot, and no one's talking about the mascot of the biggest coin, of the reason why all of us are actually here. I'm not going to share much more on this thing, but like quite crazy. Like, this thing is quite crazy by itself. So I'm holding this stuff. I bought on this 100%. This is the whole review I wanted to provide with you for today. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Stay healthy and rich, and I shall be seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.